Hi guys, thank you and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy and this is our recipe tryouts. Today's recipe we are trying is from a new book that I got. It's called Easy Chinese Cookbook, Restaurant Favorites Made Easy. And we're trying out, our sesame chicken. So, this is mainly just I got it because we like Chinese food at our house and it's a lot cheaper to make it yourself than it is to buy it. So, first thing we're gonna do is get our garlic. This is 3 cloves of garlic. And this will make about a tablespoon of ginger. And as always, we have our gloves. Okay, so we're just gonna chop our our garlic up as small as possible, just to make sure that we get enough flavor out of it in this dish. Let's not chop our thumbs off. There's a correct way to cut with your hands, but I don't know it. So, here we go. Sorry guys, little. God damn it, okay. So that's one. It's chopped. We're gonna squish it up a little bit too with our knife after a minute, so don't worry if it's not perfectly done or anything. Get our second one. Cut that up. That's a big old piece. Let's go ahead and cut that sucker up a little bit too. Okay, our third. Having trouble, so we're gonna do that. Don't worry y'all, I'll work on my cutting skills later, not right now. As long as you don't cut yourself and just the food, I don't think it really matters what kind of cutting you do or how you cut. So now that we've got that all piled up, let's go ahead and squish it a little bit. Ugh, squish, squish. It says chopped and crushed. I don't have a crusher. Ugh, so we're just doing this. And we all know the fiasco with the garlic press. So we're not gonna do that until I learn how to use it better. Okay, good enough. Into our bowl. Now, I like to do my ingredients by how they're gonna be used. So, garlic and ginger in this dish are going to be used at the same time, so they're just gonna go in the same bowl. So now we're gonna cut up our ginger. This already smells amazing. Some people don't like ginger. I happen to be one of those that likes it. Ginger ale, not ginger beer, because beer is gross. And ginger in dishes. A light ginger sauce, not a heavy one, because too much ginger can kill it. It says to crush the ginger too. Just gonna do my best. Squish it all together. Alright, good enough for me. Put that in our bowl. This little piece here. And next, we're gonna move on to our chicken. Okay guys, so now we have our chicken. I'm using chicken thighs just because I like the way they taste better. They don't dry out as fast. They have better flavor to them. And we're just gonna cut it into cubes. As we're cutting it, we're going to place it into this bag here because we're going to be mixing it up with some cornstarch because sesame chicken is kind of a fried dish, so we got to have something to fry. Okay guys, now that we got our chicken all cut up into cubes, we're going to get our cornstarch, get a 1/4 cup of it and mix it in with the chicken. You guys know me, I like to get a little bit more, just in case. So now, close it up. Take it out. Close it up. Shake around. Till the chicken gets coated. Shake it real good, shake it real good. Okay, take a look at it. If it's to the coating you like, cool. If not, you can put a little more in there. I am going to put a little more in here. That much more. That much more. Okay. Shake it up again. Shake it up again. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your chicken bag. Sorry guys. Okay, now that we have our chicken nice and coated, we can close our cornstarch up and we can start frying. Okay guys, so we got our pan here. Now the recipe says to use a wok, but I don't have one of those. So we're using a regular pan. It's a circular flat bottom pan that's used for like stews and stuff, but you can fry in it as well. So our recipe here calls for a 1/2 cup of oil for the frying. So let's go ahead and put that in there. Turn our heat on to medium high. Does that look like enough? That don't look like enough. Just put a little more, just in case. There. So really, it's like 3/4 cup, probably. Okay. So we're gonna close our bowl because you always got to close your stuff so there's no mistakes or spills. Okay, guys. So we let our oil heat up. Now, a trick to checking oil is to dip something, either a wooden chopstick or a skewer like I have, into the oil to see if it bubbles a little bit. If it does, it's ready. That has a good bubble. You can even kind of hear it. So our chicken is ready. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to get a drone's a mess, sorry. Gonna get some of this chicken out and we're gonna start frying it up. I'm only gonna fry it for a couple minutes, just to, because it won't take it long to be done, because they're such small pieces and it's so hot. The fry is hot, the oil. The oil's hot. Okay, so we're gonna fry this up, and when it's done, we're gonna put it all in a bowl so that we can fix up our sauce in the same pan. That way we're not using a whole lot of pans. Okay guys, so this first batch is done. So we are going to scoop it up and place it in our bowl. It only took about 4 minutes to get this all done. To get this first batch done. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put our second batch in. Almost lost the chicken there. Okay, now we're waiting until these are done and pick them out. And we'll finish the rest. Oh, okay. Okay guys, so our chicken is done. So now we're supposed to pour out all but like a tablespoon of the leftover oil. So we're gonna try to do that here without hurting ourselves. Tablespoon. It's always good to have a glass jar around or a cup that doesn't have any matches or something. That way you can pour used oil in it. Just gonna bring that over here. Let it cool a bit. And now we're gonna start on our sauce. Okay guys, so we poured out our oil. So let's turn the heat back on to about medium, just so that we're not going crazy here. We're gonna put in our garlic and ginger. They're gonna both go in at the same time. What we're gonna do is just kind of stir those around, you know, kind of stir fry it a little bit. Just for a couple minutes, just so that we can get all that flavor out. Looking delicious. Okay. So now, oh, you can smell it. It's smelling good. So now we're gonna move on. We're gonna turn that down so it doesn't get too burnt. We're gonna move on to getting our next ingredients ready. Okay guys, so for the rest of this recipe, we're going to be using a lot of wet ingredients mainly. This one needs rice vinegar, some rice wine, a little bit of brown sugar, some sesame oil, sesame seeds, and a little cornstarch. So first things first, we're gonna measure out our cup of chicken broth. Okay, so we got our chicken broth ready. And then in that, we're gonna have everything. Soy sauce. Okay, I gotta get soy sauce. Handy helper. Should be in the door. Thank you. This kind of soy sauce.
Handy helper.
This soy sauce you keep in the fridge. There's a lot that you don't, so. Put it down just a bit more. Okay. So for the rice vinegar, we are going to need 2 tablespoons. So we'll just measure it out. 1 and 2. So that's the rice vinegar. The soy sauce, we're going to go ahead and add that next. And it's also 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So we got 1, 2, soy sauce. Next is I'm going to do the sesame oil, which is also 2 tablespoons, and it's going to be 2 tablespoons of the rice wine. My children are crazy. Okay, so this is a new bottle of rice wine. It's just the stuff that they had at the store, so yes. Pop this open. Okay, cool. Hopefully it pours, and it's not going to. Oh, just gonna. Okay, handy helper. Handy helper's gonna open it.
Handy helper.
Thank you, handy helper. 2 tablespoons of rice wine. Okay, now we're going to just go ahead and pour this into our ginger and garlic. Okay, so we're just gonna pour this in. Alrighty, put that back over there because we're gonna need it for brown sugar. Just give it a good stir. I gotta turn the heat back on because I turned it off. Give it a stir and get the brown sugar. So we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Yes, it's okay to use your hands. It's roughly a 1/4. And then we're gonna go ahead and bring it over to our sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna put our brown sugar in here. Try to get as much of it out as possible since, okay. Set it right there. Just stir it around. Make sure it mixes real well. And I believe the next ingredient is cornstarch, right? So I need 1 tablespoon, what? Yeah, 1 tablespoon cornstarch. Okay guys, we have our steamed rice. I'm just gonna dole out the chicken right on top. Get a little extra sauce if you like. And there you have it. Okay, so we stir this for 2 minutes to get it thickened up. Stir, stir, stir. Stir, stir. It's not looking real thickened, is it?
Should we add more cornstarch?
Yes. But we're gonna do this the right way. Cornstarch. We're gonna do it the right way with cornstarch, cup, and water. Cold water. Now, when you're mixing cornstarch in water, you really only need about that much. It's not a whole lot. Can you bring that over here? And I just kind of estimate how much cornstarch to use. It's usually about this. Put it in there, stir it around, melt it a little, melt it up. And it'll look like this. So then, once you have that stirred, bring it over here to your sauce or your gravy and you stir it in. Then you stir it for those 2 minutes it says to. Ah, see? Starting to thicken up already. Good, good, good. Okay, that's looking nice and thick how we want it. So, next will be, I believe, to add the chicken. Yes. Now we add the chicken. Make sure that paper towel doesn't fall in. Okay. And we just stir it all in to get it nice and coated. And that will be our sesame chicken. Okay. Okay, y'all, final couple steps is a little bit of garnishing with some green onions / scallions. So we're just gonna chop these up. Just a bunch, doesn't matter how much it is, how little it is. Whatever your taste is. I happen to like them, so I'm doing a lot. Okay, we'll do that much. And we'll put it into our stuff here. And we'll get our sesame seeds, sprinkle around, give it a good stir, make sure it's all nice and mixed up well. And the last part is just serving. So that's mixed up real good. So we'll get a plate or bowl. Okay guys, we have our steamed rice. I'm just gonna dole out the chicken right on top. Get a little extra sauce if you like. And there you have it. Okay guys, and here we are, our sesame chicken with steamed rice. Now let's eat. Thanks for watching.